Yeah, I'm glad you bring that up, because that's another common thing. Communication is one thing. Responsibility is really another thing that's always brought up when it's right from the beginning. When they call you and ask for a session, you're in it as a therapist right away, because most of them, the parents that call you, is because they have issues about the children. And when they have that, they think their children has some issues that they have to do something about. And to bring that up in the adult level and talk about what's going on in the family, and offer an opportunity to look around in the family and see what could this be about. This what you talk about. You can see that this child does this and that. What else do you see in your family? And then the adults can talk about that. That's taking the responsibility from the child to the adults when they start talking about, yeah, why does she react to that in that way? And it's only here, it's not there, and so on. Yeah, when they start this process, you can see the child getting relaxed from this responsibility they had before. And that's really what's important.
Because the child is overwhelmed with the problems or the challenges that they're facing, or the particular thing that they're sensing in the family.
Yeah, and maybe it's even so that they certainly need special help, because they have issues that is hard for them at the time. For example, teenagers, they need a lot of parenting, but in a different way than earlier. So that's where it's even more important that you can have this adult relation with your spouse and talk about, what's this about, that our child is drinking that much when she's only 15? What's that about? That the adults talk about it and not just go for the teens and talk about them as a problem. And if you want a family session, this teenager don't want to go, because they know they are defined as a problem. So then they don't want to go. So that's important that you.
At the same time, we often have parents then who seem to be taking too much responsibility, in the sense of trying to control or constantly setting boundaries or monitoring. So that's not taking responsibility either.
No. It looks like, but it's really not. It's really not taking responsibility as an adult. It's leaving the responsibility to the child, because you have to act this and that way before we can be satisfied as parents. So that's 100% the child's work to do this. I know that, but this is what has been a lot of that over the last years. Yes.
Yeah.
They're doing too much, and it has to be the specific way to be good enough. And
yeah, we even have the term, I think, I'm not sure if it's in English as well. In German, I think they say helicopter parents, where.
Yeah, in Danish we call it curling, but that's pretty English, Curling parents, that you just in the curling you go with the brush.
And you get all the creases out of the way, make sure the path is perfect.
So that they don't have these bumps on the road. And that's really what's important, to be there for your children when they fall over these bumps. Not to take them away, but a responsible parent who is there to put on a bandage, or to just hold you while you're crying yourself into balance again, or whatever is going on. Yeah. It's actually hard to be a parent if you want to be there for your children, but that's what you need to do.